This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2005 Dodge Ram Quad Cab SLT Plus, two-wheel drive, 5.7 liter Hemi. Actually, it's an SLT Plus Laramie because it has leather. I'm sorry. 46,000 miles. It's on a salvage title due to theft. That said, upon inspecting it, we realized that somewhere along the line it has some sort of front end damage that was above the bumper and into the fenders. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute. It's a really pretty truck. They have a really high dollar touchscreen TV, DVD sound system, a couple woofers under the rear seat, and amp, and the whole bit. Has really nice high tread wheels. When we got it here, it had a horrific miss. It really ran bad. And I'm like, God, with those miles. And we sent it to our motor guy, Butch. Butch used to build motors in North Carolina for NASCAR. Seen the Daytona 500 Rolexes to prove it. And Butch just does motor work, nothing except motors. So he discovered that someone had messed around with this motor at one time and it needed new heads. So both heads have been replaced, and so basically the upper end of this motor is completely new. This is kind of a bummer. Somewhere along the line someone scraped this. This fender could be reshot, probably $200. It's got a little bit on that bumper. And it's got this on the hood. A little touch-up paint would fix that, but this needs to be reshot. It's a shame, too, because it's a really pretty truck. Tires are, gosh, I don't know, 40 or 50%, not more than that, actually, more like 60 or 70% tread, looks to me. There's another little light scratch there. We didn't buy these tires either, so whoever had this car stolen from them spent a lot of money on it. So whatever happened to it before, with whatever happened to the fenders and probably the hood at one time, was fixed sufficiently to make somebody want to spend a lot of money on this truck with the stereo and tires sometime in the last, I don't know, 10,000 miles or so. I would say that it's got tires. Looks like a brand new headliner also. See if I can get this video to go underneath. Even the spare is brand new. Funny truck. Not really sure what they did to the motor. Maybe somebody was trying to do some sort of engine work to make it faster or whatever, but Butch said that somebody had messed around with one of the plugs, and when he went to put another plug in it, it was stripped, and that led him inside the motor with a bore scope, and that led him to determining that needed new heads. And actually, it really needed one head, but I told him to do both sides so that the motor would be perfect. The side it needed was the driver's side. A little scratch right there. Driver's side of this thing looks really good. But once we were in there, like, you know, might as well do them both so that we can tell people, you know, that it's got these weird issues, but it's got a great motor with low miles on it. Anyway, as you can see, these fenders have been off. It's been painted. You can see the paint rubbed off the screws. And this is the real deal. You have this welding right here, right where the hood is, and this is like a new hood bracket. So this is definitely a new hood. You can see that the That hood bracket's not painted. But whoever did the paintwork did a really good job. I'm just not sure what exactly happened. That's saying this core support is the original core support. You can see that the screws haven't been backed out of it. So whatever happened to it didn't happen here. It happened up on top. So you can see the bumper brackets look good. And they look original because you don't have any wear on the screws or anything. So whatever happened, it's almost like it went underneath something real high. Looks like this is a replacement part because it's not painted blue. So everything happened over the top of that core support up. And so that's why we have this stuff right here where the hinges are. You see what I mean? Very interesting. What's even more interesting is how well it runs. Now, I mean, obviously with the motor, but I mean, it drives great too. There's no vibration or anything. There's a little bit of peeling paint here on this lower valance. There's your undercarriage. See, you don't see anything. I don't see any replacement parts under here. Nothing. Looks great. Very interesting. Alright, let's go look at the cool stuff now. Now that the boring stuff is over. Alright, I got the seats up for you. This is what we got. We got some JL Audio. I think those are 10-inch subs built under the seat. There's another one. Then you've got an audio control, the Epicenter, right there. Really nice mats. Put the seats down here. There you go. There's your leather seats. Yeah, it's a lot of truck. I mean, I just don't know what the story is with that hood and those fenders. We didn't do it. All we did was fix a very badly missing motor with brand new heads. Obviously, it has brand new plugs. Also, that power seat. Up, down, back, up. There you go. Let's look under the carpet real quick. Under the mat, I mean. There's the mat. I mean, whoever had this thing really liked it a lot. No doubt about it. There we go. Get the air conditioning running.
Surgery from Bisbee. They didn't even finish the engine.
There we go. Anyway, this is a nice truck. I mean, it's just kind of one of those that we have question marks on. I don't know anything about radios or whatever, but we got this thing that says audio control here. Let me see if I can.
The time most hospitals consider acceptable. TMC's Cardiovascular Center is also a certified.
There you go. There's that. Let's see, when you go like this, it closes. There you go. I mean, I don't know what that's worth, but it's pretty cool. I like it. You know, all I would do is paint that front bumper, that lower bumper, and that fender to make it look good, and that'd be that. I see that we have a low wiper fluid light on, but that's about it. I don't know why. That's on. There's cruise on and off, cruise on and off. Let's see, we have a tilt wheel here. Needs a new handle on it though. I always steal these black handles on there for some reason. Toe on and off. Let's see. We have ashtray. Let's see the overhead here. Step. 4.5. I would say I think it probably does a little better than that. I would say that's because we just put batteries in it or something. 42 miles. Anyway, there's that deal. Yeah, I think that a Indy car does better than 4.5. All right, anyway, this is what it looks like. Let's see the oil pressure go up a little bit. go. Just a little bit. Kind of blurps up a little bit when you give it some gas. All right, let's actually let's roll down the window and listen to the motor here. It's a really quiet truck. Put it in park. You can listen to it. That sounds great. All right, now let's roll the windows up and turn the air back on. It's kind of, I think it's our first 90-degree day of the year here, which is really no big deal for us, but it's kind of means that we better get our swamp coolers and our AC in line, because it's going to be 100 any day now for the next 3 or 4 months. Anyway, this road here is just completely trashed with potholes and bad repairs and everything, so let's listen and see if you hear any rattling on bad road. That's pretty good. There's nothing rattling around. Okay, I'm going to get on here in a second. Now, if you come to Tucson and drive this thing home, okay, here we go. Wow. Butch told me it was quick. Yeah, it's quick. Boy, I think it could use a little throatier exhaust, though. You need to put like some sort of a really cool, loud exhaust on it, because there's tons of motor there. Butch has done a couple of these Hemis for us that had issues in the last 3 or 4 months, and he tends to do a little bit extra. I don't know what it is exactly, but he always smiles about it and says it runs really good. So, anyway, let's just start from scratch and see what we got here. Ready? Wow. Okay. That thing runs really good. Anyway, yeah, Butch was right. What was I going to tell you? Okay, so if you pay by wire and ship, all you're going to pay is the agreed upon price. Unless you want us to restore the title to Restored Salvage. That means we have to go at 6 in the morning, get in line first, and then babysit it for 3 or 4 hours while the cops do their inspections and all that stuff. That usually takes 3 or 4 hours, which is why we charge $200. We have to pay them $50, and then $150 of that is to cover our guy sitting there for half a day or at least. Or you can restore it in your state. Just make sure that all you're going to get from us is the truck, a restored salvage title. I mean, not a restored. From us is a bill of sale, a salvage title, and the truck. Nothing else. So make sure you contact Motor Vehicle in your state. Make sure that that's enough to get a rebuilt or restored salvage title, or whatever they call it in your state. It's different terms everywhere. If you're going to come here and drive it, then you have to have us restore it. So that's going to happen. $200 is going to happen, because we cannot give you temporary plates on a salvage title. Obviously, you need a plate to drive anywhere, whether it's to Phoenix here in Arizona or if it's out of state. So add $200 to it. You're also going to add a $250 dock fee for the paperwork where you have to consume here, and the $200 restore. So if you come here, you're going to pay a $200 restore fee. You're going to pay taxes, which are our city tax of 2%, plus your state tax, whatever your state tax. If your state tax is 3%, the total tax paid here is 5% then. And then you're going to pay a $250 dock fee and a $200 restore it. All right? I suggest, if you're out of state especially, this thing is a beautiful running truck. I would contact a shipper. We recommend, we have a recommended shipper in our ad. Fred at Beacon Shipping is fantastic. Get a price from him and ship it and have us restore it. You know, that's what I would do. Anyway, please check us out. It's a great truck. I love it. Bid with absolute certainty here. Thank you.